All right, guys. So you're welcome to the live trading session powered by 10 Trade. This is a bi-weekly or twice a week live market analysis and trading session where we analyze different assets in the financial markets and spot profitable zones to trade from. Also spot profitable trade opportunities. It's a form, it's an avenue to give traders or struggling traders, even professional traders, guidance on the right zones to be taking entry from. All right. So every Tuesdays and Thursday is when we do this 9 a.m. Nigerian time. All right. So as always, let us drop the currency pairs, indices, or crypto pairs, anything you're looking at trading for the week. Please drop it in the chat box if you're looking at a particular pair to trade this week and you need a second perspective, another person to take a look at it for you. All right, drop it in the chat box. Let us analyze those pairs together. All right. So while we're dropping the currency pairs you want to trade for the week, I'll just do a bit of recap, okay, on the trades that we looked at last week on Tuesday, rather. So let me start from gold. I can remember on Tuesday we looked at gold. We also looked at GBP USD. All right. So let's do a recap on what is going on gold so far. So on gold, we said on the weekly time frame on gold, we can see that gold is, look at this internal structure here. Give me a second. All right, this is gold. And what do we see going on gold right here? Okay, price is ultimately bullish, isn't it? Okay. And if you take a look at this structure, this major low here and this high, okay. If you use your Fibonacci tool to measure from the start of the impulse to the end of the impulse, price has gotten to the golden zone, all right? What do we also have? We also have a bit of all of this zone right here is a demand zone. Okay. What do we also have? We also have imbalance here. We have standard order block here. So two things can happen on gold. All right. Gold has tapped into this demand range right here. So the first thing that can happen on gold, all right, is for gold to just go up from there. Or second thing that gold can do is we can see gold go down a bit more. Okay, it can give us something like this on a lower time frame. Maybe on a 4 hour time frame, we can see inducement like so. Okay, gold will go down and then go up to continue the bullish momentum. All right. So we know that gold is ultimately bullish. Let's check out what's going on the daily time frame. On daily, what do we have going on daily? Okay, so on daily, we've seen a momentum shift like so. Okay, price has taken out this higher low, and then we are seeing lower lows being created. Okay, so that means based on daily time frame, we are still seeing a bit of bearish momentum. So price might still possibly go all the way down. Okay, now on that bearish momentum, when price is bearish, you are concerned about supply, right? So over here is supply, like so, right? So price has retraced into that supply. So possibly what you're looking for is to sell this guy to give us a lower low. Okay. Now let's work our way down to the 4 hour time frame. Now on the 4 hour time frame, what do we have going on here? Okay. Or let me do something. If you go to the daily time frame, like so, let me look at what's going on daily here. Now, price has retraced into the supply zone, like so. And what we should be looking out for when price retraces into a supply zone or a demand zone, what I usually recommend is before you take entry at all, you want to spot sweep of liquidity first. So if my higher time frame perspective, okay, or my higher time frame point of interest is this supply zone here. Now I'm gonna go to a 30 minutes time frame or the 1 hour time frame to find entry. Okay, so what do we have going on here? Now you can see when price tapped into the zone, like so you can see a bit of give me a second, please. Okay, you can see bit of bullish or supply sellers pressure here, like so. Okay, and you can also see equal highs that is being taken out with this move here. Okay, so when you see something like this is signal that okay, possibly the sell move is about to take off. But this is something I've checked out gold. Now I'm set to start selling on gold. But personally, my bias, right? When I look at what is going on inside the supply zone, right, on this impulse leg right here, above this zone, right? I'm saying, let me show you something. This is what I'm waiting for gold to happen. Now, if you know about imbalance, a lot of times price will come back to field. So there's some orders sitting here that has not been filled yet. Now, I'm also seeing a standard order block here, a supply, okay, a swing supply that has not yet been mitigated. So on gold, okay, I still see price coming up inside the zone on gold. Okay. Now I'm just giving you another possible entry. Now already for somebody that saw this earlier after the liquidity graph. This happened on Wednesday, last week Wednesday, right? You'd have found an entry over here for a quick sell. Okay. But right now, based on what is going on, I still see gold going up here and the real move will drop. Okay. Because of that imbalance and that particular standard order book. So when I also look at the 4 hour time frame, if you check the 4 hour time frame, I've seen that price is giving me a bit of bullish momentum on 4 hours. Now, let me show you what I'm saying on 4 hours. Okay. Why I also think that possibly we're going to see price go on gold. Possibly. Check this out. On 4 hours, we have gold going down like so. Okay. You can see. And ultimately, what I was saying, I'm seeing a break of this what's it called? Lower high here, like so. Okay. And what is price doing? Price has broken the high, okay, to give you a possible shift in momentum, right? And it's currently retracing. So on gold, we are seeing price retrace into this particular demand here. Now, this demand zone, if it's a valid demand zone, we are going to see price move into this particular order block, and from there we're going to see a drop on gold because gold still has a long way to go, right? So if price does not go below this lower low, right, below this zone right here, right, then this demand zone is going to kick into effect and push price up, right? So what it means is that if you are trading gold, you can start looking for possible buying opportunities inside the zone, right? Now, if you buy gold, this is what you should look out for. If you buy gold here. Now, this is the point where gold is currently retracing, all right? So this is the 4 hour perspective. If I go to 15 minutes to take entry on gold, this is what I want to see on gold, okay? Hold on, let me do that zone properly. I'm going to delete this. So 15 minutes, good. So gold is currently retracing into the zone. Now, inside this zone now, on 15 minutes, I want to see buyer's pressure. So a lot of times it will appear as a double bottom, like so. Now, when I see something like this, that means a lot of buyers are interested here. And what it means is that people's stop losses are below the zone. As always, I like to wait for sweeps of liquidity to happen, right? So you want price to take out people's stop losses here, right? So anywhere beneath the zone, you want to be looking for entries for a buy. And if you are buying, right, you can exit the trade at this extreme what about here? So you'd have a very, very high, solid risk to reward that way. So that's what I see on gold. I think that's what's gonna happen. Gold. Okay. Now, so that's just update on gold that we looked at on Tuesday. Now let's also do a recap on GBP USD. All right. So we also checked out GU in a second. GBP USD. All right. So GBP USD, as always, weekly. What have we been saying that VPS should do? Funds currently reacting to this particular supply here. Okay, okay. And we've seen equal highs being taken out. There's a bit of seller's pressure right here, double top. Okay. And if all is good, then we should see a big drop like so. Okay. Now, let's check out the character of what is going on here on GPUSD. Now, ultimately, we're expecting a drop. Let me go to, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Now, our setup on 4 hours as we aligned last week, Tuesday, has already aligned actually. All right. So we got in that particular trade and then we made some money. I'm going to show you on Tuesday, this was where price was. This was on Tuesday. Tuesday around somewhere around here was where price was. So on Tuesday, when we're looking at the chart on Tuesday, okay, what did I say was going to happen? We're waiting for price to come into the zone, like so, and then we wanted price to take out this particular liquidity here, like so, this high. And I remember saying that I was concerned about price coming into the zone. Inside the zone is where we want to look for entries for a sell. Okay, like so. And eventually, what the price do? Let me play this forward slowly. Okay, so price tapped into that zone. It's if you had gone on 15 minutes, you would have found a very, very good entry, right? Eventually, price tapped into that zone. Okay, at least we saw like a 1 to 5 risk reward on this. Somewhere around here, let me go to the back, right? There is an extreme order block that price tapped into. Okay, so over here, this particular order block here. So that was an entry. So that was a good entry for a sell limit. Okay, you can see it's what we call a sniper entry. Now, if you had taken this particular entry as we discussed on Tuesday, you could have been in one to I made a potential about 1 to 2. Okay, that's about 56 pips in profit. All right. If you missed that entry, all right, you could have taken another entry because over here you see that price gave you a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so this being the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, right? Look at the neckline here, right? So what you could have done is price was retracing. You could have set use of Fibonacci, you have taken entry over here or set a penny order for a sell limit. And what the price do, price will start dropping from there. Okay. So overall, our analysis on Tuesday actually played out. If you had entered from the right entry at the top here, you could have made somewhere around almost 100 pips profit. That is 1 to 3.5 is reward. Okay, or somewhere here that been around 1 to 2. All right, but right now, let us just play it forward. Now if you had missed all of that happened, where can you still take entry on 15 on DPUS? Okay. Now let me draw back the zone. I'm seeing something on GBP USD making me a bit skeptical. Let me show you. Hopefully I still remember what I saw. Now this is daily time frame. Now, as always, my bias on GBP USD is very, very simple. Right? Look at it. This is swing low. This is swing high. Now, how do I know that price should still come down a bit? All right. There's a lot of liquidity, right? Travel liquidity here, like so. And when I take my Fibonacci and I measure, okay, from the start of this swing low to the end, all right, price has not gotten into the 50% yet, which is a discount for that particular move. So there won't be enough momentum until price gets to this discount. So I still see price on GBP USD dropping a bit. So you should be looking for possible sell opportunities, okay, on GBP USD. And also, when you look at what's going on the daily time frame, what do we see? Okay, look at this moving here, like so. Okay, that is a block of supply. Okay, so over here, rather than trace over here, we could be looking at possible sells here. Now, there's also talking about what I saw that might happen on the BPUSD based on what we have going on daily time frame here. All right, let me delete this. Now, I'm seeing liquidity here. All right. So what might happen is that, let me make it big. What might happen on GPUSD is that there might be a lot of inducement here for people that want to sell. And price will ultimately use this supply. There's a supply here, there's a supply here. Okay. So another zone that you can wait to take entry for a sell because GPUSD is still going to drop. All right. So you can look for entries here. So price is just getting to that zone, but it's going to use all of this zone right here. Okay, because price possibly will still need to clear out this high. Okay, most likely price clear out this high. So you see price go up like so before going all the way down. Okay, so that's what I see on GBP USD happening because now a lot of people are actually looking to sell. And when a lot of people are looking to sell, that's when the market is going to go up. Okay. Now, if you check it out, what is going on the 4 hour time frame? Are we seeing a bit of a bullish momentum on a 4 hour time frame? Let us check it out. Okay. On 4 hours, what do we have going on 4 hours? You can see price giving you uh impulse correction, impulse correction. All right, so say something like this, bit of this. All right, ultimately you can see change of character here, price going up. Okay, this. So on the 4 hour time frame, all right, I've seen bullish momentum on an internal structural basis. All right. So what needs to happen on GBP USD right now is for price to properly. What do you say is going to happen? Now, let me go back to the daily. Let me draw out my liquidity zone on daily. All right. I believe price should still come back up to break this up. on daily. On 4 hour time frame, we are seeing price giving you a bullish internal structure here. So what price needs to do is to break this zone properly. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to see in the next few hours, or maybe by tomorrow from Monday, price might break this zone. You see a bullish candle break above the zone, where you're going to see a retracement into that demand, and then you can look for buy opportunities to take out this liquidity. And when price takes out liquidity here, it's also a zone where you can also look for sell opportunities to the downside. Okay, so nothing has actually set up yet. I'm not incentivized to look for any buy yet on GBP USD. Hope that makes sense. So that's what I'm saying on GU. So you want to be very, very careful about GU. As you can see, I'm not looking at lower time frames for this. All right. So it makes sense to look at this from forward perspective and just take an intraday entry. Okay. John Paul said we should look at VIX 10 and VIX 25. Interesting. So I guess that's on a different brokerage firm. All right. So 10 Trade is a multi-asset broker, and we do not offer synthetic indices. We offer assets that has to do with the real market. All right. So unfortunately, John Paul, I won't be able to check out extend and so 5 for you. Okay. My apologies. But if there's any other assets, currency pair indices that you want me to check out, I will check it out for you. Okay. So Chineke Alex, I've checked out GU. That's what I think GU will do. I will post updates about GU's progress on our platforms. Okay. Now we have hold on. Okay. If I said BTC so let's check out Victor E said to check out Euro USD and NZD USD. Okay, so let's check out Euro USD. Okay, don't worry, we'll check out US oil as well. So I think Euro USD and GBP USD should have similar moves. Okay, let me just check it out on daily. All right, Euro USD on daily. What are we saying? We're saying price giving you lower lows, like so. On 4 hours, the structure can be a bit clear. All right, so on 4 hours, we will look at price like this. Okay. So over here is a zone where you want to look for entries. So this is a supply. That's on Euro USD on 4 hours. So price is currently in that zone. Now, if I look at the character of the retracement into the zone, take a look at what's going on 15 minutes time frame. On 15 minutes, okay, price is tapping into the zone, right? I can see inducement here, like so. Check it out. Price is giving you a double top. Okay. So what does that tell you? The liquidity is sitting here. Okay. So what I'll wait for before I pull the sell trigger on Euro USD, okay, is to wait for price to come up, grab liquidity above the zone, then anywhere from here, I start looking for sells. All right. If you want to be very, very precise, you can also wait for price to get to this extreme level here. Okay. Before you look for entries on Euro USD. Okay, so let's help Chineke Alex out. He's in GBP AED. Let's check out GBP AED real quick. We have a comrade in the trade. So let me I have to check out what's going on the weekly time frame. So on weekly time frame, you can see that this guy is very, very bullish. The strength is bullish. It's giving us new highs, like so, right? If you go to the daily, daily is also bullish, like so. We have higher highs. Let's go to 4 hours. 4 hours is also bullish. Okay. Okay. Let me finish first. Okay. So we have bullish on 4 hours. Let us go to so based on let me check out the hiking actually. Good. So price is bullish on GPAED. If I'm looking at this on 4 hour time frame, so this is the zone I'll be considering buying from. So what I'll wait for is for price to come down here and then I'll buy from here. So I will consider any move down. Now, if you want to take a sell, that would be a counter trend move. Okay, and then you're only selling for a short while into the demand before you start buying again. So, and for counter trend setups is a bit risky, but let us see what's going on, what you can do. If you're already in the trade, Mr. Alex, are you buying or are you selling? Let's know. Now, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So, 1 hour time frame, what we are seeing on 1 hour time frame is that price has just started giving us a momentum. It's not even, we are selling. Okay, let's see if it's right to sell right now. Look at the structure on 1 hour time frame. You have something like this, something like this, and price giving you this. Okay. Now, based on 1 hour time frame, what I see, what time frame are you selling from, Mr. Alex? Olamide, we'll check it next. Okay, we'll check our DJ next. What time frame was the entry? 15 minutes. Interesting. Because what I'm seeing here, based on 1 hour time frame, right, this right here is a demand. Okay. So in actual fact, you are supposed to be buying, Mr. Alex. Okay. And then when you are buying, there's a liquidity here. Hold on. Okay. So let me show you too. There is liquidity here like so. You can see there's double top here. So if you are buying from this zone, we are seeing potential for price to go up to take out liquidity here. So honestly, I wouldn't be buying GBP AUD right now. Okay. I don't think it's ready to buy yet. So you might want to secure your positions as much as you can and use a very, very tight stop loss. But let me look at 15 minutes. Okay. Even on 15 minutes, right? Price is, let me see. If you are doing 15 minutes, that means you'll just be scalping this move because I'm not seeing any major long-term opportunity for a sell, even on 15 minutes. Right, because if you're even looking at 15 minutes, checking out the structure, right, I can easily see an internal structure here like so, okay. This is a lower high that has been taken out, okay, and this will make all of this a block of demand, like so, okay. So even on 15 minutes, we are seeing a change of momentum from bearish to bullish. So price has broken this lower high, we are seeing a retracement into this demand zone, okay, for a possible buy. If price will still go lower on 15 minutes, it will be to possibly grab liquidity for a bit, short while. So maybe if price will still go lower on 15 minutes, you might see price get to this extreme order block here, like so. Okay, into this level before price starts going up. So possibly if so from here to here, okay, so a possible 30 pips move to the downside on 15 minutes. On 15 minutes on the but that is not the real move for JVP AUD, right? You should be looking for buy opportunities. Okay. So let's take out GBP, JPY. Mr. Alex, I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, you can also confirm and check it out yourself. GBP, JPY, what do we have? Okay, we have been looking at this as well for about 2 weeks now. We have a higher high like so. Price is bullish on GBP, JPY. Okay. And in a bullish environment, you want to be looking for demand zones to buy from, correct? Now, let's look at daily time frame. Okay. On daily, we are seeing triangular liquidity here. There's it's almost certain, it's almost certain that price is going to come down, okay, to take out this liquidity. And price will come down to a demand zone before price going up. Okay. So what you want to do is very, very simple. You can look for a counter trend if you're a risky person, you can look for a counter trend move to enter into the retracement, okay, before the buy move happens. Let's check out what's going on the 4 hour time frame. All right. On the 4 hour time frame, okay, what are we saying? We are seeing price reacting to this demand right here. Okay. So possibly even the counter trend move. So let me show you something, right? On 4 hours, there's an attempt for a change of momentum. Price, look at this higher low right here. So this is the structure, impulse correction. We had this stop point here. This demand zone failed. Some sort of a flip, chuck and flip here. Okay, and price currently retracing. So price is currently retracing into this particular supply here. Okay, let's see if you can find it. So in this particular case, all right, inside this zone can be a zone where you can look for sales. Okay, also, you must also consider the possibility that this demand zone right here, okay, is strong. So price is moving from a demand into a supply, right? Is this demand zone going to create a higher high, or is this supply zone going to move price to the downside? We don't know. But let's go to a lower time frame and check out the character of the retracement into this 4 hours supply. So let me go to 15 minutes time frame. So 15 minutes, good. So we've seen inducement here, end patterns like so, price giving a high high. So the next thing I'll now do is to look at this particular impulse leg here at the top. Okay, so in that place on 15 minutes, I'm going to look for unmitigated zones. If I find that the supply zone have been mitigated, all right, that means it's not going to be so active to move price down. So permit me, I know that you might not understand what I'm talking about, but just to give us pointers, all right? So these are the extreme order block here like so. Okay, that's a zone where you can look for entries. So, Mr. Olamide, so this zone has not been properly mitigated yet. So on GBP JPY, you can place a sell limit. You can place a sell limit. Okay, so that's at 174041. Okay, so that is about 32 pips stop loss, right? And where can we target? Okay, these are liquidity zones that we can target here, like so, right? So we are looking at a possible 1 to 3 here, like so, or you can target this demand level. So 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 3, 1. Okay, let's check out Bitcoin and then we'll check out US oil, BTC USD. All right. So we have been looking at this guy actually. I think we looked at this. Ooh. So price was supposed to get to my zone actually, but it came very close and started dropping. Now let me delete this. Let us highlight again. Let me just start from daily time frame. Okay. So on daily, what do we have done on daily? Price is giving us a possible, check it out. Okay. We have this internal structure here like so, and this. Eventually, structure taken out, impulse, correction, impulse, and price currently retracing into this supply. So on the grand scheme of things, all right, over here is a supply that daily is reacting to, all right, and price should possibly, this supply zone should move, should give us a lower low, okay? But we must not also disregard, let's see, do we have internal structure? No. All right, so I will still favor this particular structure here for itself. So if I'm looking at this point of interest on the daily time frame, let me go to the 30 minutes chart to find possible entries for itself. Hold on. So all of this is actually a block of supply like this. Okay. So at this retracement over here, let's go to 30 minutes. So price has moved. Let me go to the 4 hour time frame. What can we, I'm looking for what we can trade on an intraday basis, right? The momentum is still a sell, so I'm looking for sell setups on, so price should come down, still break the zone. Okay, so let's go to 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, what do we see? We're seeing a bit of internal, this is internal structure here, like so. All of this is internal structure or minor structure. Price is giving you lower lows, like so. So two zones where you can look for entry is this zone, okay, and this zone. So you want price to come up here and then sell, or you want price to come up here and then sell. That's on GB, that's on Bitcoin US dollar. Okay, the momentum is still bearish. Okay, on an intraday basis. Okay, that's what I have for you. Let's look at US oil. I'm rushing because of time. We have US oil. So let's look at what's going on. Okay, what do we have going on weekly? All right, we have a bearish scenario here, possible change of character over here. So impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. What the price? Oops, sorry. Close that again. Impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. What the price do? Price took out this his lower high with this move. So you have a break of the structure, and then you have a retracement here. So possibly we're about to see a momentum shift. Okay, possibly. Now on a major structure level, all of this right here, okay, is a block of demand. Even though we've seen liquidity grabs here like so. Let's go to the daily time frame. Okay. On daily, which structure am I seeing on daily? Okay, it's not very clear. Let me shift to the high candle. Or I'm still seeing something here. Let me go back to the 4 hours. Overall, price is still in that demand zone. What is going on right now is this internal structure that I found here. Price is taking out liquidity like so. Okay. So another possibility is price going down to ultimately break that particular demand to give us a lower low here. Okay. But let's see. Let me check out the 4 hour time frame. Okay. On 4 hour time frame, how will I know if price is going to break this low, right? What is the momentum? Okay. Price has shifted momentum to the downside. So honestly, what I'll wait for on US oil is this particular supply here. Okay. So one price to retrace into the zone. If price to retrace into the zone, I'll be looking to sell. Okay. And I'll be more concerned about selling inside this particular structure. Let's make that inside the structure. Okay, hope that makes sense. Let me check out the last pair. Who asked for US oil? Um, John Edie. John, let me know if this is okay for you. This is what I'm looking for. Why do I think you should not sell here? Because when you look at this is the tranquility here. If you go on 1 hour time frame, okay, this is inducements. Okay. So I think price will there will be a strong pressure shortly that will move price to the upside and then eventually price will drop. Okay. If you want to be aggressive, you can also find a buy opportunity. But when it comes to buying this, I have nothing for you. Ideal scenario that I will wait for. Okay, so price will trade into the zone. When that happens, I look for sell. Okay. Do you have any questions? Any questions? Any question, guys? Any question? Any other pair you want us to check out? I think we haven't above our time slot. Let me know if you have any questions, contradictions, any questions at all about your experience so far trading in the financial markets. If you have if you want clarifications about anything, you can please let me know in the chat box. And I want to say, as always, Tomorrow at 10 trade, we're starting our intermediate workshop. It's a 1 month workshop where we teach you advanced forex trading concepts, right? You learn how to spot the footprint of the market makers. You learn about manipulations in the forex market and how to avoid those manipulations. An average trader usually experiences their stop loss getting hit and then price going in their direction that they said price was going to go, right? That's because your liquidity was grabbed, right? So you learn about liquidity concepts, okay? You learn about how to wait for price to sweep liquidity before you take entry. All right. You learn about supply and demand, right? You learn in-depth knowledge about Fibonacci retracements and Fibonacci extensions, right? You learn about order flow. Most importantly, you learn about risk management. You learn about psychology. You can be a very, very good trader, but if your risk is faulty, all right, you just be saving, making money to just one day. You just lose it all to the forex market. All right. So overall, you learn how to become a balanced trader. Okay, having knowledge and mastery in every aspect of trading. So you will be able to give yourself or build your own profitable trading system based on what you're going to learn. All right. So if you want to be a part of the intermediate class starting tomorrow, so if you're in Lagos, you can be a part of the workshop physically in Lagos. If you are outside Lagos, you can be a part of it online. Okay, so it starts 11 a.m. tomorrow, 11 a.m. Nigerian time. All right, so if you want to be a part of that, I'm going to ensure that our team contacts you. So what I'm going to do is to drop your WhatsApp number or a number that we can call you on. Okay, so drop it on the chat box. If you have been dropping your number and nobody has contacted you yet, please drop it again. Okay, and we'll walk you through the steps of becoming a part of the intermediate workshop. All right, so we are going to be meeting twice a week, Mondays and Fridays for 1 month. Okay, so drop your WhatsApp number or drop your phone number in the chat box, and then we're going to contact you between today and tomorrow to help you get set up. Now, the criteria for being a part of the workshop, it is free, right? It's a free workshop, but you need to be a client of 10 Trade, right? And then you need to be also have some money in your trading account as well. So Elvis Advocate, so thank you, right? So someone's going to contact you, all right, between today and tomorrow, and then we'll get you on board. Mr. Chineke Alex, awesome. All right, so we're going to contact you as well. All right, so I'm running off right now. So you want to drop your numbers ASAP so that I have it before we end the session. Okay, so I want to say thank you for being a part of this live session. I hope you got value, guys. I hope you got value. If this session has been valuable to you, please type in value in the chat box. Let me know if it is worth your time. Okay, type in value in the chat box. If you learned anything, you have some kind of perspective of the markets based on how I analyze the charts. Okay, type in value in the chat box. If fine, awesome. I'm glad you got value. Okay, Olamide said more value. Like that energy. Awesome. Okay. More value as well from Snake Island. Good, good, good. Samuel self value. Awesome. All right. So guys, let us engage, let us interact, right? And I want to wish you all the very best this trading week. We still have today and tomorrow. So and setups are still aligned. All right. So trade only perfect setups. If you see a setup and it's not very clear to you, leave it. Okay. Trade only perfect setups and don't rush your trades. Don't rush your setups. Okay. Your money is on the line. So you want to make very, very good trading decisions. All right, guys. I'll see you next week, Tuesday or tomorrow, if you're subscribing to the intermediate workshop. Goodbye, everybody. Let's have a remarkable, remarkable day. Cheers.